In my reading here, after your friend Marlon Brando passed away, I'm jumping all over the place here now. This is I'll wrap it up with this.
No.
There were portraits that you had painted and pictures that you had painted in amongst his estate, and then which were sold off. And I know that you were friends, and I've been told the story, though I've never heard it from your lips, that you were the guy that suggested he put cotton in his mouth to play the Godfather. Is that true? And I've always wanted to ask you that.
More cotton for good. Yeah, we can still hear you. Yeah. No, that was no. I taught him Danny Boy.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I taught him how to sing Danny Boy. He would like me to sing Danny Boy. He never answered anything. He always asked, but he never answered your questions. And he hated to do that. I asked him, "Why are you taking Godfather?" I said this to him. And the banks, Father. So I said, "It's not me. I don't want to." He wanted to play Superman's father like a bagel. He said to two producers.
I've heard this.
They came to visit him at the place, and they were all sweating and nervous meeting Marlon Brando. And he said, "I'll do it. But I see him with a bagel." A what? A bagel. I want a big bagel around this middle. And he could stare you down for weeks. And they went, "Bagels? Well, you never know, you know."
Was he an outrageous character personally, or was a lot of that for public consumption?
Oh, he was outrageous, but in a different kind of way. There was a bit of a coward.
Really?
Yeah, a bit of a coward. He, and childish. Right. Childish in the sense that he would be the one who would have to break ice. He'd be the one who'd surprise you by, He said to me, he said to Wally Cox, his friend of mine, and his best friend, he said, "Come on, Marlon, I want to go to a movie." And Wally said, "I don't want to go to a movie, you fat old bastard." He says, "Ask Gordon." I said, "Yeah, Gordon, want to play a movie?" So he took me down in the valley, and we saw two of the longest movies ever made, The Brothers Grimm and How the West Was Won. And he brought his wife with him, Tarita, from Mutiny on the Bounty, and she was feeding Cheyenne at the time. Yeah. She was just a baby. She was feeding Cheyenne, and the other two kids were there, like wild children. And Marlon was sitting next to me here, and one of the children there. And every time an actor came on screen, because he was probably the only name actor who wasn't seen in the movie, he would snort. He'd snort at all the actors. I said, "What do you think of Jimmy Stewart?" I said, "Really?" Lee J. Cobb came on, and I had just done an episode in a series with Lee J. Cobb. I said, "There's your friend now." And Lee J. Cobb was around, and he talked like this. And he said, "Yeah, you know what the trouble with Lee? He got this awful voice." Yeah. And while eating all the popcorn in the but he's he was just, I found it exciting. I had only been in town a month or two. Right. So and I brought him over these sketches, the last ones that I had done of Wally, and a couple of him, and while he was here doing The Freshman.
Right. Yeah.
And they went up for auction. They found him in the place where he was keeping his stuff.
Yeah. Wow, it's amazing. I mean, I've always wanted to ask you about that. I've heard the stories. I've always wanted to ask. I'm glad I finally had the chance.